So our group decided to present about solar energy, and what solar energy is, it's basically an energy received by the earth from the sun. This energy is in the form of solar radiation, which makes the production of solar electricity possible. When we think about solar power, we generally think of the big blue panels that people put on the roofs to generate electricity. Those are called solar panels. Solar panels are what we use to collect sunlight. They are made up of photovoltaic cells that convert sunlight into energy. Many people question why we need solar energy and how it affects us. And scientists' answers to that, we need solar energy because it's a source of clean energy. Also, it doesn't produce pollution or greenhouse gases or carbon compounds. Therefore, solar power would be a lot safer for the environment and a lot better for the health of people. When scientists talk about the importance of solar power, they often question what would happen if we didn't use solar power. If we don't start using solar power, we would use oil and coal instead. However, they produce pollution and it causes millions of people to suffer from respiratory related problems. The oil and coal are going to run out also, and people will have to resort to other ways of power anyway. That's why people should start to consider using solar.
Hello, my name is Tykee Kellogg and I'm part of Group 30. In my part of the project, I talk about how solar panels work and and what solar panels are made of and how do solar panels generate electricity. Solar panels work when photons hit a solar cell. They knock electrons loose from their atoms. If conductors are attached to the positive and negative sides of a cell, it forms an electric circuit. When electrons flow through, they generate electricity. Multiple cells make up a solar panel, and multiple panels/modules can be put together to make a solar array. The more panels you have, the more energy you get. Photovoltaic solar panels are made up of many solar cells, constructed with positive and negative layers, which together form an electric field like a battery. As we all know, solar panels generate electricity. PV panels generate direct current electricity, or DC electricity. With direct current electricity, electrons flow in one direction around the circuit. An example is when the electrons move from the negative side through the lamp and return to the positive side of the battery. With alternating current, AC, electricity, electrons are pushed and pulled periodically, reversing direction, much like the cylinder of a car's engine. In 1954, scientists at Bell Telephone discovered that silicon, an element found in sand, created an electric charge when it was exposed to sunlight. And that'll be the rest of my project.
Hi, my name is Gabriela Moreno, and I'll be talking about solar energy and how it is transferred to us. So basically, solar energy is one of the most cleanest and the most reliable forms of energy. It can be used in many different ways to help power things. One of these things that are most common is solar panels. Solar panels is the best way to actually get solar energy transferred to us. So obviously the solar energy goes to the panel, and then the panel will generate electricity, and the electricity will be transferred to us. So solar panels are one of the most popular and the most effective ways that we can use solar energy. However, solar panels also help us by using an inverter, which the inverter will actually generate the electricity and turn it into voltage. And then this voltage will actually help generate your electrical grid for anything that you need, like buildings, your home, things like that. So the inverter is involved with the solar panel as well. And also another thing is the net meter. The net meter is also a process under solar panels, which will also use the inverter, because the inverter will convert the voltage. Well, the solar panel will first grab our electricity, the inverter will generate the electricity and make it into voltage, and throughout that system the net meter will actually help keep the flow of it better. Lastly, the benefit of having solar energy and using solar panels, it will pay for itself over time, and it will also help reduce pollution, which is one of the biggest things that we have as an issue these days. So if we just continue to use solar panels and solar energy, we'll have a better Earth. Thank you.
My name's Kelm, and I'll be talking about photovoltaic cells and solar energy. A photovoltaic cell is a type of silicon and is a special semiconductor. One cell is a little wafer that can then be conducted to others and mounted in a support structure is then called a photovoltaic module. Multiple photovoltaic modules connected together form an array, which is what you see when you look at a solar panel. The photovoltaic cells capture the light from the sun, and this is the reaction between photons and electrons. In this atomic scale reaction, the photon or light rays collide with the electrons, which are then catapulted loose. Once the electrons are captured and channeled, the photovoltaic cells are able to make usable energy. This process, or the photovoltaic effect, was discovered in 1839 by Alexander Edmund Becquerel when he figured out how to create an electrical current in a conductor that's hit by the sun's rays. But it wasn't until 1954 when the first commercial photovoltaic cells was invented by Bell Laboratories.
Solar energy affects our lives in many ways. One way that it affects our lives is by making electricity. An example of this is by using wind turbines. Yes, wind turbines need wind in order to function, but without solar energy there would be no wind. The reason for this is because wind is made by solar energy. When the sun's light hits the Earth's surface absorbs the light and turns it into heat. The heat temperature varies on where the sun's light hits the Earth's surface, but it causes warm air, and since it is heat, it expands, causing the warm air to rise above, and it causes the cooler above to come and replace it, thus making wind. The wind then travels through the land, and when it hits a turbine, the turbine begins to spin. When the turbine begins to spin, it sends the energy into a generator. The generator then turns on, causing electricity to wherever it is connected to. An example is a building. So without solar energy, there would be no wind. Then without wind, there would be no way for the turbines to function, causing no wind energy, solar energy, to make electricity for us. Thank you.